unless it's
Y'all will make the
Henry.
playoffs eventually.
Maybe.
Man, that eventually didn't sound good, did it?
Maybe. Bro.
Droughts have to end. I mean, look at the Commanders last year.
We also got
gotta
no
end at some
damn
point,
Jaden
bro.
Daniels on our team.
But it ended hard for them too. Like the drought ended, but then it ended hard. Like hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, that's my biggest thing. I be talking to the Commander fans for real, and I'm like, I hope the 55 points don't affect your team like mentally. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, sometimes like getting whooped like that builds camaraderie, but sometimes it engraves a new foundation. You feel what I'm saying? Like getting whooped like that could cause doubt. Let's just say doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dang, we made it all the way to the NFC Championship, and the Eagles did us like that, or any team. Like 55 points ain't a little bit of points to give up, and especially in the NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of those guys that were making mistakes in that game, De'Ami Brown, he gone. I think that's the only person that like really made a big mistake because Austin Eckler's still there. Frankie Louvu, he there, but I think they're gonna extend him this upcoming off season. So it's just like I'm just hoping like they still have that fight because if not, then you're gonna see Dallas be the number 2 team in the NFC. But that it just seemed like to me like they overachieved, and now their expectation is higher than it really should be. Because last year they should have been a 7-win team. They go to the NFC Championship. Now you should be like a 10-win team. But expectation is now NFC Championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a recipe for them not to meet those expectations. I personally don't think that they addressed every need in the offseason. I still think their run defense is a bit suspect. They did make some moves.
Older.
They did get older. If this was 2017,
they're the oldest team in the league now.
If this was 2017, the Washington Commanders would be a super team.
Yeah.
It's 2025.
Yeah.
2017, that team would be crazy.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner and his like, oh my
Von
God,
Miller.
Bobby Wagner hitting it. Von Miller, Marshawn Lattimore, all them boys hitting at the top of their ceiling. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. And Zach Ertz.
I might be scared. At that point, I would be scared.
Yeah.
No cap. Philly was good, my boy. I would have been scared, man. Listen, 2017, they might be pushing for us to take our Super Bowl. Yeah. But not listen, like that's not what I'm at. Like they so hype on Tunsil, bro. They so hype on these guys, and I'm like, okay, now you tell me, Kyle, and what if Marshawn don't resign, right? That's obviously a busted deal because you gave up 3rd-round pick for him to basically be on your team for 1 year. So you got Tunsil, he could possibly be gone next year, right? Then you got Debo, who could be gone next year. If you don't play Terry could be gone next year. Frankie Louvu, this the last year of guaranteed money. You let a bunch of guys walk this offseason. To me, it's just like, yeah, you brought in some pieces. Yeah, it looks good. Like the pieces you brought in, like, okay, yeah, that could help. But then it's also like you brought them in, you didn't extend them, and you leaving all of these dudes, a stack of dudes who are gonna want, some of them, if they perform well, gonna want top of the market money to be on performance-based contracts. So basically, you perform, we pay you. If you don't perform, we move on. But what happens is, let's say it's 5 guys, 6 guys, right? What if majority of them hit, and now you sitting at the table next year trying to be like, can I pay Laramie? Can I pay Debo? What we do about Marshawn? And you're at a point where if by trade deadline, if you ain't move some of them, you lose for free. You only got 5 picks going into the next draft. You only got 5 picks.
Yeah,
it don't make sense to me, bro.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of room for error, and that window is not very big either. With the 5 draft picks, the average age. Like,
what would y'all say? What would y'all say a rebuilding team needs hit rate in the draft needs to be?
First round picks you need to hit like 3 out of 4 years. Second round picks, you need to hit on at least 2 of the 4. And you need to hit on probably 2 or 3 late round guys over that course. So like you need to pull
this year,
probably.
This year they didn't have a third or a fourth. So you automatically took 1 year off. Next year, I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's a first, a second, a fifth, and a fifth, something like that. They don't got a third or a fourth this year. So like how do you go in a rebuilding team and only have 5 draft picks? And Kyle basically just said you need a 30% hit rate off the first and second round picks over the next 3 or 4 years, and you only got 5 picks. Yeah. You got 10 picks over the last 2 years. How do you hit like that? How do you rebuild a team, replenish the youth with 5 picks? Like I know you get 7 picks, but I was trying to explain to people like, yes, I get 7 picks. But if I'm a rebuilding team, most rebuilding teams are going into the draft with 10, 11, 12 picks because their best player has been traded for assets.
Yeah.
So like 5 picks isn't enough. You got to hit 3 out of the 5 picks. So you need 6 out of the 10 players you drafted in the next 2, like this year and next year, to hit. If you don't hit, then you might be in a bad situation going into year 3.
Yep.
Yeah. They, like I said, they don't have room for error whatsoever. And
the wiggle room is less than a phone booth, Kyle. I mean, Ant, less than a phone booth.
Yeah, and Joe Harris, I don't know if he thinks that he can operate the Commanders like he is the Sixers, but it doesn't work that way.
It look like but doesn't it look like he's doing that though?
Yeah.
What did he do with the Sixers? He brought in a bunch of young guys in the draft, but he traded a lot of assets. He didn't have a lot of draft picks, so the guys he picked up, and then he brought a bunch of old heads in with some young dudes. And every time they get to a certain point, and it just doesn't work anymore. Yeah, it started out like if you really go back and look at the Sixers once the process really kicked, and then they started bringing in the guys that fill the roster. Yeah, they was making it to the second round of the playoff.
Yeah. Yeah, like
was getting sent home.
The Jimmy Butler year. That was the best of the best. And then once we got to Josh Harris, we see what happened with the process.
I thought that team. See, you brought up Golden State, but you brought up basketball. I thought Golden State was gonna make a power move this offseason.